And then before I have Pat kind of start the meeting, I will have just a few announcements. If you're not on the webinar, if we could just kind of go through for the attendance. I have in my office sitting here myself, Bruce Brensdahl, Mary Bear, Multifamily Programs, Greg. Yeah, Greg. It's Monday morning. Board Counsel, Ginger Fancook, Accounting Finance, Stacy Collette, Operations, Nick Mazonik with Luxon Murfitt, Paula Loving, and then I do have Pat Melby, who's the board chair. I know online we have Amber Sunstead from Billings, we have Bob Gochi from Ronan, we have Eric Schindler, who's from Helena, and we have Mina Chu, who's with RBC. Anyone else out there?
Jeanette, I'm on the phone.
Sheila Rice is on the phone. Good morning, Sheila. And Jeanette McKee.
Yep.
Good morning, Jeanette.
Johnny McCluskey's on the phone as well.
Oh, Johnny McCluskey. I think we've got a full board here.
Yes, we do.
So,
Full board.
yeah. Well, we should really make some decisions today, shouldn't we?
Well, or
anyway,
not.
Are there any of the projects out there?
Good morning. This is Andrea and Heather from Homeward on the phone.
Awesome. Good morning, Andrea. And Heather.
Morning.
Congratulations. Steve Demick from GMD on.
Hi, Steve.
Morning.
Do we have another voice out there?
That was me, Bruce. I was just congratulating Andrea for the Creekside purchase in Missouri today.
Thank you very much. We're very pleased to be moving forward. We're looking for an August 31st close, but there's no turning back. We're all in, so things are moving ahead real well. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Good news.
So just so you guys know, the line is unmuted this morning, so you can just go ahead and talk. If you're not talking, you know, it might be nice to mute your line. You can do so by pressing *2. If you don't have a mute option on your phone, *2 will also unmute your line. We will be accepting public comments over the conference call, but we will also on the webinar if you happen to be on there. It's not imperative that you be on the webinar. We'll just have the documents up for you if you want to see them. And if you do have public comment, we'd ask, of course, that you speak directly into your phone and that you state your name and spell it and the organization that you're with. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Chairman and let him take over the meeting.
All right. Well, having a quorum, a full board, we will go ahead and convene the meeting. First, we will accept public comment from anybody that's attending the meeting on any public matter that's not on the agenda but is within the board's jurisdiction. Is there any public comment out there? Hearing none, we'll move on to the multifamily program, which is the purpose of our meeting today, starting with the resolutions. We have 2 of those. We will allow Mary Bear to explain each of those.
Okay, so we are looking at inducement resolutions. The first one is on Heights Senior Apartments in Billings. That is a new construction 98 unit on the 4%, or it's 98 total units. 38 of them will be on the 4% credit. The rest of them, no. Let me try that again. Sorry, it's Monday. 98 will be on the 4% bond deal. 38 will be on the 9% if it's approved. The estimated tax-exempt bond deal on that transaction will be $12 million. The inducement resolution is basically that the board is interested in doing this bond deal. It isn't that we are actually doing it. And the inducement allows the developer to be able to start claiming eligible costs in for their basis.
Okay, is there any updates or comments regarding the inducement resolution for the Heights Senior Project?
Yeah, hi, Board. Mr. Chairman of the Board and staff, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy August schedule. We appreciate the special meeting to get the inducement for the Heights. We're still super excited about the project, the ability to, deliver 136 units, very much needed senior affordable housing in the Billings market. I guess the primary, it's Monday morning. Primarily saying, geez, more coffee. Our biggest announcement is in change is that we've very excited to announce that we've added Homeward to our team. As Andrea said, we've collaborated on many successful projects in Montana. I think we're up to 7, Andrea.
This is our 8th project together.
Right. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Andrea to say a couple words about some of our marketing and some of our community outreach that they've been involved in.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Thanks so much. I'd like to emphasize also this appreciation for a special meeting for us in terms of this project, and sounds like the Butte one as well that you'll be reviewing as well. And indeed, Homeward is now involved in this project. GMD Development and Homeward have been partnering, for the last several years on a number of either acquisition and rehab projects or new construction, most recently Larkspur Commons in Bozeman. And as the round came upon us here where we were submitting our letters of interest, as you're all aware, and Homeward also has our Livingston project that we're carrying forward and very devoted and involved in. And this was a project capacity question that we were considering as the letters of intent moved forward. And we've had some time since the letters of intent have been invited to full application to suss out our capacity and believe very much that we have the ability to carry forward our role that we typically have with GMD, which is more of a minor role than it is, with something like our Livingston project, where we're the primary developer and owner of that project. So we are, excited to be, of course, the organization in Montana that helps organize and carry forward the development of something like Billings Heights. You might hear another name here eventually. We do a lot of the community outreach, so we've been busy putting together with GMD the public hearing and city council meeting, which we have a neighborhood meeting tonight, and we also have the city council presentation, and they've asked us to actually hold a public hearing this evening. And we then sent out a press release last week just so we can ensure that the public is fully aware of what's happening with this project. And over the weekend, I have received probably 10 different emails, either from constituents in the Billings Heights area, area churches and organizations that are involved in senior housing, senior health, or a number of potential clients. I've received emails from folks in Huntley, Montana, one from Bridger, Montana. So there's certainly a need. One woman is a local mail delivery person whose mother-in-law is 90 years old and not ready to move into assisted living yet. So they were real interested in this housing opportunity. So, I mean, Billings, obviously, being the largest community in the state, certainly speaks to a great need there. And we do recognize that Billings has had an allocation in the last couple of years, the most recent being the YWCA, but Billings really has not been served as much as some of the other communities in the state, and the market study points to an ever-increasing need, and the market there growing at a 1.3% population. The affordable market, of course, just continues to be a great need as well. So we believe that this property is really well suited for a senior housing project. It's flat. It's over 7 acres. So we have the opportunity to build some one-bedroom units in a 3-story multiplex that'll be elevator serviced, but then we have the opportunity to build some cottage-style 2-bedroom apartments, because 2 bedrooms are often requested with the senior housing, but they don't often have that opportunity. And you know, you've either got 2-person households that are seniors, or you've got folks that have maybe a care you know, attendant that's maybe potentially living with the senior household. And so the cottage-style apartments gives a nice design alternative. And right now, the site plan, we have the opportunity to link all of these 136 homes together with a walking path and some other amenities like gardens and outside pavilions and things that just, you know, a senior elderly population could certainly benefit from. So,
Thank you, Andrea.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I thought you were finished, but go ahead. Sorry.
Oh God, no. Apparently, I've had a lot of coffee this morning, so you know, just some of the other things that I'd like to mention in regards to the opportunity here. As you've heard from presentations in the past, and in regards to the 4 and the 9% project, the 9% low-income housing tax credit allocation absolutely leverages the opportunity to utilize the 4% tax-exempt bond and tax credit. And so we're able to move forward relatively quickly with this project. It's more or less shovel-ready. We're not really dependent on other soft monies for this. And it just, you know, it continues to meet a really great need. So I just wanted to emphasize that, and then we're here to see if you have any questions.
Thank you. Is there any other comments from the project developers? Is there any board discussion or questions? Is there any comment from members of the public or questions regarding this project? Hearing none, the chair would entertain a motion to adopt the resolution.
This is Jeanette.
Sheila, I would move adoption.
Hey, Sheila,
Jeanette?
wherever you want. I'll second it, Pat.
So the motion was made by
Sheila.
Sheila and Jeanette seconded. Okay. Is there any further discussion regarding the motion to adopt the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor of the resolution signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion carries. Mary, could you talk to us about the Copper Ridge resolution?
Copper Ridge Apartments is located in Butte. It's also new construction. 64 total units. 32 of them will be with the 4% tax-exempt bond deal, 32 with the 9% if approved. It's a family project. The estimated bond transaction would be $6 million. That's what I have.
Okay. Have any updates or comments from the project developers? All right. Are there questions or discussion from members of the board? Are there questions or comments from members of the public? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion for adoption of Resolution 170814 MF02.
Motion, Gochi.
Okay. Is there a second?
This is Sheila, I'll second.
Okay. Any further discussion regarding the resolution, the inducement resolution on Copper Ridge? Hearing none, all those in favor of adopting the motion signify by saying aye.
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 Same sign. Hearing none, motion is adopted. Any further business, Bruce?
I just want to put on the record, just so folks understand, these inducement resolutions really don't move these two projects any further along in the process than the other project, the 9%. The only reason for these is so they can start accumulating costs that they can then use in their transactions. So, you know, your final decisions may include these projects in November, and they may not include projects. It's really something that you'll need to decide at your November meeting. Just wanted to make sure we got that on record. So that was, and after that, I think we're done.
Chair would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Johnny.
No, whatever, whoever.
Those in favor of adjourning the meeting signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you all, and have a great day.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.